Welcome to Ether Mediation Divorce Mediation Overview. I'll make this very quick, assuming that you can pause on any slide as you see fit, because each of the slides will have more information that might be informative or helpful to answer your specific questions. So, what is mediation? Mediation, of course, it's an efficient way of resolving conflict between two people or between two groups of people. In this case, it is the conflict that is brought about by pursuing the divorce. And the divorce itself is a transformation of the relationship between two people. However, mediation has an advantage, and that is that it sets both parties up for a positive future, free from the dark clouds of the past or the hurt and the pain that they both inflicted on each other, if that's the case. So your future self will be free from the past and from the shackles that or anchors that weighed you down. It will be independent financially, and that is both a good thing and a bad thing because you don't have the support system that you used to have. But at the same time, you can make decisions for yourself, so you have that empowerment aspect, which assumes to be the goal of pursuing the divorce itself. How does mediation work? So mediation is guided by a facilitator who helps with the communication between the two parties for the purpose of coming to an agreement that is fair and inclusive. It's easier sometimes to look at what the thing is not. And what the mediator doesn't do is make decisions for the parties or advances their own perception of what the outcome should be. They don't influence the process as far as imposing any outcome or by helping one party over the other. So a mediator is a neutral that is trying to balance the power between the two and make sure that the two move forward towards an agreeable separation agreement. So what do they do exactly? They're impartial, they facilitate, they clarify, they provide information, they listen, they hold space, as it were, for people to speak their mind and to communicate their thought. They balance power, they hold the parties to the ground rules, and ensures that the parties are understood. So they confirm and summarize and paraphrase to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And of course, at the end, writes the agreement for them. So how would the mediation feel? Well, the parties should be relaxed, should be able to focus on the issues, should be able to take breaks, should be able to express their thoughts, and should be able to understand the other party. So in general, the mediation will stop the financial bleeding when you litigate and brings the emotions down, and will limit the negotiating time to the shortest period possible. Of course, the financial ramifications here is that instead of paying for lawyers, both of you paying for different lawyers, and the lawyers talk to each other, and all of those are billable hours, you're actually the two of you are splitting the cost of one person who's the mediator, and the mediator is not advocating for either of you, so the mediator is trying to help you move towards a shared goal, and that is the separation agreement for the divorce. Mediation helps people with venting, to be understood, to be able to express, and at the end of the day, focus on the issues so that the outcome would be fair and lasting. And as I mentioned, it's fast and efficient. So is the mediation promised guaranteed? Yes, it is, because of some of these elements. One, that is voluntary. You engage in mediation without any pressure, and you can end the mediation freely if you don't think that it's moving in a productive way. And it's confidential, so that will give you that assurance that whatever is said and whatever you share within the mediation process is going to be held in confidence. And of course, this is the big one. You are going to do the work instead of outsourcing and paying for somebody else to do the hard part of negotiating. You'll have to do it. So that means that you're going to be engaged. And in order to be engaged in a positive way, you have to engage in good faith. And of course, you extend the respect that you would like to receive to the other side, and you focus on the issues and to communicate your feelings with the mediator in addition to your spouse, because that is going to be very helpful. Making sure that the process is positive will advance the element of fairness that we are seeking here in mediation. You have resources in addition to the mediator. You are free to seek legal counsel, to seek the help of a financial advisor, therapist, and whatever and whoever you think is going to be advantageous to the process. The final product is the separation agreement, and it's a legal document that might affect your legal rights. The mediation steps, well, as far as either mediation is concerned, and this is different for each practice, it looks like this. Go to the website at www.ethermediation.com, click on the button to make a complimentary appointment, go through the process, talk to us, and then decide if you would like to pursue mediation through Ether Mediation, and then ask your spouse to do the same. And a typical mediation session is 2 hours long, and this is the breakdown of the first session and the second session. And typically it is 2 sessions, but it can be longer. And sometimes for those people who are very prepared, already done the homework, and have discussed, negotiated, and agreed on a lot of the outcomes, then it can actually be completed in 1 session. Then the mediator will draft the agreement, send emails, make any updates, make edits, and then supply the final draft for signatures. That was a quick overview of the mediation process. Please feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Wishing you all the best.